Just wanted to share some quick thoughts about the new Avatar 7 Havens trailer and some of the discourse around it. First off, personally I'm a bit on the fence about how the show looks. I mean, the animation is pretty smooth and that's fine, but the art style, while it's very colorful and vibrant, just feels kind of flat to me. And maybe flat isn't exactly the right word, but it definitely does look a bit oversaturated. Oddly enough, this isn't the first time that I've had this issue with an Avatar project. I had this same criticism for the Avatar movie that just came out a little while ago. The animation in both these projects look fine, it's just they don't really feel like Avatar. The tone and feeling conveyed by the art style in both Avatar and The Legend of Korra just doesn't feel present in either of these projects. Besides how the art style and animation will look, there wasn't a whole lot showcased in the trailer, especially concerning the story, but the little bits we do know about the story I have some concerns about. For example, the setting of the story is just something that I don't really like the idea of. Going from this structured world that's been evolving over 2 series and plummeting it all the way back down to a post-apocalyptic setting is something that I just don't fuck with. Especially since, assumably, the world has gotten to this point only 40 or 50 years after the ending of Korra. That just seems like a very quick time frame for the world to change so much in. But hey, maybe there's some explanation for it that we just don't know about yet. And speaking of the post-apocalyptic setting in Seven Havens, the discourse around the reason that things got this way is something I find very funny. There are lots of people arguing back and forth on whether or not this cements Korra slander as a fact within the verse. And yes, some people are joking about it, but some are actually serious. And really, the obvious answer here is just wait. I mean, all we really have to go on is a 2-minute trailer where Korra is only mentioned in 3 seconds. So the obvious answer here is just to shut the fuck up and wait until the show comes out before you take any concrete stance on the issue. Lastly, the most important talking point about Seven Havens is whether or not it'll be good. And in that regard, my expectations are pretty low. I don't say this because of anything that we saw in the trailer, because duh, they didn't really show much. It's more about the track record that the Avatar franchise as a whole has had. Since the original series, they have not put out anything that is as good. Korra, while being okay, had a whole bunch of problems in every single season. The comics were not good. The live-action Netflix show is abysmal dog shit. The movie is just meh. With this pattern of quality, I find it very difficult to put faith in Seven Havens that it'll be the thing that turns everything all around, especially considering the release schedule the show has. Apparently, not only the first season, but the entire series of Seven Havens is going to be released all at once on Paramount+, which just seems really weird to me. Just dumping Seven Havens out all at once doesn't really fill me with confidence that they're confident about the show's quality. Taking this, as well as the franchise's track record into consideration, I would predict that Seven Havens is either going to be just fine or bad. Oh, and I lied. There is one thing about the trailer that I have a narrative issue with. Possibly. If this dark glowy thing at the end of the trailer is Vaatu or somehow related to Vaatu, then I have lost faith in the series as a whole. Rava and Vaatu were already some of the worst additions to the lore that they made in Legend of Korra, but having Vaatu come back well before he's canonically supposed to be able to come back just shows a complete lack of consistency from the writers. And like they've done before, they'll just do shit in a new installment without really caring whether or not it makes sense within the lore. Anyway, that is about it for my thoughts on the new Seven